Hello, transcribers. English is full of proverbs, old and new, that supposedly pass wisdom down the generations. Although, have you ever noticed that some proverbs seem to contradict each other? Do you believe that many hands make light work? Or do you believe too many cooks spoil the broth? Who knows? Anyway, today we'll be going through some well-known proverbs. You'll hear each one 4 times with decreasing levels of background noise, and you need to make out the proverb at the earliest possible stage. Then after that we'll look at what each proverb means. Before we do that, here's a quick word from our sponsor, the FTW Transcriber, about just one of its features. Need to remember a place in a recording? Use the FTW Transcriber's bookmarks feature. You can store the current play point in the bookmarks list just by pressing Ctrl-Q. And you can optionally name the bookmarks. To go quickly to a play point in the bookmarks list, just double-click on it. Keep track more easily with the FTW Transcriber. Alright, so let's do the exercise. So I'll play the audio of the first proverb to you. The first time, the level of background noise will be very high, so you'll be doing very well if you can recognize the proverb at the first playing. Try to recognize the proverb at the second or third playing if you can. Be aware that not everybody's audio equipment is the same, so the better your speakers or headphones are, the earlier you'll be able to make the proverb out. Obviously you can rewind and listen again if you like. So get ready and listen carefully. So here's the first one.
You can't make an omelette without breaking eggs.
And again with less background noise.
You can't make an omelette without breaking eggs.
And again, taking the background noise down once more.
You can't make an omelette without breaking eggs.
Clues on the screen. And here is the answer.
You can't make an omelette without breaking eggs.
So what does that proverb mean? I would say it means something like everything good comes at a cost. Okay, number 2, listen carefully. What is the proverb?
A stitch in time saves 9.
And again.
A stitch in time saves 9.
And again.
A stitch in time saves 9.
And here is the answer.
A stitch in time saves 9.
And what does that mean? Something like, if you take care now, it will save trouble later. Okay, number 3, listen carefully.
What goes around comes around.
And again.
What goes around comes around.
Again.
What goes around comes around.
And here's the answer.
What goes around comes around.
And what does that one mean? Your actions, good or bad, will eventually come back to you. Number 4, listen carefully to this proverb.
The proof of the pudding is in the eating.
The picture is a clue, as always.
The proof of the pudding is in the eating.
And again.
The proof of the pudding is in the eating.
And here's the answer.
The proof of the pudding is in the eating.
And what does that one mean? You learn the value of something by experiencing it, not from theories. Okay, number 5, listen out for this proverb.
A watched pot never boils.
Again.
A watched pot never boils.
And again.
A watched pot never boils.
And here is the answer.
A watched pot never boils.
Which means things take longer when you're waiting for them anxiously. Better to concentrate on something else. Okay, number 6, listen out for this proverb.
A rolling stone gathers no moss.
And once more.
A rolling stone gathers no moss.
And again.
A rolling stone gathers no moss.
And here is the answer.
A rolling stone gathers no moss.
A rolling stone gathers no moss. That's what the Rolling Stones, the group, are named after, this proverb. What does that mean? Something like, someone who keeps moving avoids responsibilities and attachments. Number 7, listen out for this proverb.
Fools rush in where angels fear to tread.
And again.
Fools rush in where angels fear to tread.
And once more.
Fools rush in where angels fear to tread.
And here is the answer.
Fools rush in where angels fear to tread.
Fools rush in where angels fear to tread. There's a classic novel by E.M. Forster, Where Angels Fear to Tread, named after this proverb. What does that proverb mean? Something like, inexperienced people take risks that wise people would avoid. Number 8, listen to this proverb.
One man's meat is another man's poison.
And again.
One man's meat is another man's poison.
And again.
One man's meat is another man's poison.
And the answer?
One man's meat is another man's poison.
One man's meat is another man's poison, meaning something like, what one person likes may be disliked by another. Number 9, listen out for this proverb.
You reap what you sow.
Just a short one. And again.
You reap what you sow.
And again.
You reap what you sow.
And here's the answer.
You reap what you sow.
You reap what you sow, which means something like, your future is determined by your present actions. Number 10, listen for this proverb.
It takes two to tango.
Again.
It takes two to tango.
And again.
It takes two to tango.
And here is the answer.
It takes two to tango.
It takes two to tango, meaning some actions require the active participation of two people. Okay, number 11. Listen for this proverb.
You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink.
And again.
You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink.
And again.
You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink.
And here is the answer.
You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink.
That's the answer, which means something like, you can offer help, but you can't force someone to take it. Number 12, listen for this proverb.
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Again.
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
And again.
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
And here's the answer.
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, meaning it's a matter of opinion what's beautiful and what isn't. And lastly, number 13, listen for this proverb.
Rome wasn't built in a day.
And again.
Rome wasn't built in a day.
And again.
Rome wasn't built in a day.
And here's the answer.
Rome wasn't built in a day.
Rome wasn't built in a day, meaning great achievements take time. And we are done. There, I hope that was helpful for you. I'd be grateful if you would like and subscribe and ring the bell for notifications of future transcription exercises. That's the end of this exercise, and I feel that we should finish with a proverb. So I'll just say, all's well that ends well. Thank you very much for watching, and bye for now.